Radio Live. We are back for another week, for another hour for you to talk fantasy football, some other things. You know what? It's always coming at the end, but I'll let you know when that's coming, and you guys can turn this off if you don't want to hear it. I get it why you wouldn't want it. But I'm going to talk about it anyway, because it's my hour. It's my time. So it is May 8th, Friday night. A little tomfoolery show going on for you. Yeah, I said it. We are going to do a mock draft. We're going to get to that in a minute. While we're waiting for the mock draft, we are going to talk about the schedule, go through that while we're waiting. And then we'll get into Mexican beer flu. You can turn it off. I'll let you know. We'll get into that. Probably going to be the last 5 minutes. And that's about it. That's the rundown for the show. So let's do first 12 Ounce Sports Network, 12OunceSportsRadio.com. Always go check it out. This is where you can find this show and all your other content creators on 12 Ounce Sports. I've got a lot of articles here. If I could write, I'd write one. Awful writer I am. Some of the older stuff. Not a lot since there's nothing going on, but we are trying to do some other things. I think we're doing a racing show. We're doing a virtual racing. Yeah, we're doing whatever we can. That looks so good. I don't know where it's from, but I want it. I just want it. And as always, if you like 12 Ounce Sports, there's always a donate button at the bottom. If you're still working, if things are still going okay for you. If you like what we do, you don't have to like me, but if you like what we do, we use that for equipment and things like that. My equipment sucks. 5 minutes before I went on air, this microphone went out, and I got a good microphone. It's one of these Yeti blue things. It's supposed to be good. Hello. Here's my mic. Here it is. It's right there. That's a decent little microphone. It's expensive too for me. Thing goes out every week, 5 minutes before the show, every week. I don't know if somebody's messing with it or what. It's annoying. But we're cool. We're cool, man. So 12 Ounce Sports Radio.com. Go check it out. And don't forget 12 Ounce Sports Talkman Radio. You can catch us all on Facebook, like right there. 12 Ounce Sports Radio has its own website. I do not. But you can also catch us on Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. Talkman Radio, the Facebook page will always re-air this show like a few hours later after the show's over. So if you miss it, you can catch it later. So let's get into the freaking show, though. I'm sitting here yapping. So here's what we're looking at. Now, we're going to give it, let's see if we can do, we might have to wait a little bit. All right, let's do this one. It's 13 minutes from now. Now I'm going to do a random number generator. Now, my team really stunk last year. Injuries, I went over this already. So I'm figuring I'm probably going to have one of the first 3 picks. Because we do a lottery in my one league that really stunk. So I'm going to go with a random number generator 1 through 3. And I'm going to take that. We're going to generate 2. I got 2. There it is. So West Coast offense. And there we are. West Coast offense in the Yahoo Fantasy Mock Draft. I have the number 2 pick. And we'll see if we get it filled up. Last time it filled up pretty quick. People really want to, people are looking to do this. I doubt I had much to do with the people going on there. Maybe 1 or 2 guys. But either way, we've got 12 minutes, and then we're going to get into this. So before we do that, well, while we're waiting for this at least, we're going to talk about, first, we're going to talk about Jazz Sports. Jazzy. Looking for some fun? Check out Jazz Sports. Sportsbook, casino, and racebook. At Jazz Sports, you can bet on almost anything, like live sports, play casino games. There are no live sports, but you can play casino games, horse racing, even esports league. That's an esports league they're playing right now. If you want to watch, it's on Twitch. They're doing NBA 2K20. Bet on that. If that sounds like a good time, you check out Jazz Sports and use the promo code 12ounce sports. That's 12OZ Sports, and receive 150% deposit bonus. Check out Jazz Sports and get ready for lots of opportunities and lots of fun too. Promo code 12ounce sports, 12OZ Sports for 150% deposit bonus at Jazz Sports. Go check it out. See what they got. They're doing something over there. It may not be real basketball players, but they're playing basketball. Something. So let's take a look at the big deal was the schedule came out. So let's take a look at the big games, the Thursday night games, the primetime games, basically. Who cares about the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games? Let's see who's on TV. The first game of the year. First game you're getting. Texans at Chiefs. You think it's going to be another 24-point blowout or whatever that was? They were up 20. They were up 20, 21 nothing, 24 nothing, and you knew they had no shot. They gave a 24-point lead. These guys are going to get buried, and they did. You just knew it. Houston's missing a big piece of their offense now. Kansas City brought back pretty much everybody and added running back. Even though Damian Williams had that one good game, he was so hit and miss last year. So annoying, that guy. That was a really bad pick I had for him, as where I picked him. So that's the first game you're going to get Thursday night. Probably a lot of fancy guys in here. You're going to see probably Clyde Hilaire, whatever his name is. He's going to be there. Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, probably the Kansas City defense, Deshaun Jackson, David Johnson probably. And who did used to pick up? They picked up a wide receiver. Oh, Brandon Cooks. I don't know where he's going to get drafted. I want to be big on that one. There it is, 51-31. They're up 24-0. Joke. Moving on, the Sunday night game, Cowboys at Rams. That's a good one. Not a lot of fantasy implications in that one. Don't know if Goff's going to be in there, but whoever's going to be the main running back for the Rams, he'll be in there. Zeke, Mari Cooper, Dak, they'll all be playing. The Steelers, not the offensive juggernaut that they used to be in terms of fantasy. No Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, maybe. I mean, who knows? If Roethlisberger's in there, he's probably going to be a bench guy because he's not going to be starting anywhere due to the injuries last year. How long is he going to hold up? Not the James Conner, the only one probably going to be playing. As for the Giants, Daniel Jones, probably Saquon Barkley, definitely. The Giants wide receivers, probably Ingram mostly. I can't see too many other guys out there. We have to wait and see how the Giants roll out their offense this year. But not a lot of guys in that game. The Titans probably get some Tannehill action. Definitely Derrick Henry, and most likely A.J. Brown. As for the Broncos, Courtney Sutton. That's about it. Drew Lock, don't think so. The running backs, Melvin Gordon probably, but that's about it. So not the first Monday night doubleheader. Not a lot of guys in there. Not as many as you'd think for 2 games being on Monday night. I'd expect like 7 to 10 guys. This would probably be like 5 to 8 maybe. Who knows? It's like there's so many question marks with all 4. Well, 3 out of these 4 teams have a lot of question marks. So that's the first week. Let's see what week 2 has for us. And we're gonna go back and check the mock draft. Bengals Brown. That has to be. No matter how shitty these teams are, they always get in there on a Monday night, on some kind of night game throughout the season. So I guess they threw in the number 1 pick. And the Browns, who were supposed to be good last year, maybe this year will be good. I think they'll be a lot better this year. I think they'll probably make the playoffs. Last year was just a nightmare, and they had too much expectation on them. So, and you get the number one pick on Cincinnati this year. Don't see a lot of guys out there. Joe Mixon, OBJ, but he's fallen down. Browns defense maybe. AJ Green if he's back. Tyler Boyd, maybe, but you got the number one pick in there, and he's a rookie, so you don't know, especially this early, unless they blow up week one. So it's a tough one, but I don't think a lot of guys are going to be in this game. Patriots at Seahawks. Stidham, whoever that guy is. Patriots do not have a lot of guys in there. Edelman is definitely kind of teetering now. When Brady was in there, he was, definitely had a spot in your lineup. Now, with who knows who in there, I don't know. I don't know if Edelman is a lock anymore. The Seals, you got Russell Wilson. Whoever the running back is, probably Chris Carson. You're looking at those two guys. Maybe the defense, and probably the defense of the Patriots. That's going to have to carry them this year. So, something in my teeth. Saints Raiders. This looks like an interesting game. I think there's going to be a lot of guys in here. I think this is week 2, so I'm not sure how big of an impact Ruggs is going to make week 1. But you may get a chance to get some Ruggs action going, depending on where he is in your lineup. The Saints, Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, they're loaded with the guys. Probably the defense too. So you're looking at you're looking at like 3-4 guys just with one team. So this looks like a pretty heavy game. You're probably looking at like 6 guys, maybe even 7. We'll see. Josh Jacobs. So this is a pretty heavy game. Week 2. Let's take a look at where we're at waiting. And this is just about filled up. We got 8 minutes to go. We got 2 guys here at the 4 spot. Waiting for 8 and 9 to get locked up, and then we're gonna get going in 7 minutes 50 seconds. Let's see how much further we can get in the schedule. Well, number 8 got picked. Number 8 got picked up. All right, week 3, the Dolphins. 2-2 at the Jaguars. Like 3 guys in this game, maybe. If Tua plays well and somebody has an injury quarterback, maybe you get some Tua in there. Maybe a Jordan Howard if they start running the ball and they prove that, well, this guy's going to run the ball a lot. The Jaguars, Fournette probably, and that's about it. DJ Chark, and that's it. Who are you going to get? Minshew. This is not a very fantasy-heavy game. This has Thursday night written all over it, as a matter of fact. Dolphins, Jaguars, yeah, that's a Thursday night game if anybody ever heard of one. Packers, Saints, Sunday night. That's a pretty good game. Got plenty of fantasy action. The Saints are always good for fantasy points. The Packers, you got Rodgers, you got Jones, you got Devontae Adams, you got whatever you want. Chiefs, Ravens, another big game. Probably 7-8 guys, and these last 2 games, you got about 12 to 15 guys you're gonna have going in these 2 games. You could easily have 3 or 4 guys playing just in these 2 games, easily, maybe more. Week 4, we're looking at Broncos, Jets, and this is the kind of thing. This is the kind of game you have to see what's going on as the season goes on. Sam Darnold, is he a real quarterback or not? You're at the point where you got to start figuring out what we're doing here. No more getting hurt. No more screwing around. You got to come out there and you got to win games. And you got to play well. Broncos have a good defense. They've always had. I mean, they've had a good defense for years now. They'll probably be playing. Maybe Locke is heading in the right direction. Maybe he's playing. You got Sutton in there. Melvin Gordon. You got some guys on offense here. So this could be like a lukewarm fantasy game to an actual decent fantasy game. Eagles, finally, week 4 you get some Eagles action. Eagles 49ers. 49ers are a weird team. The defense, yeah, is gonna get in some fantasy action. Garoppolo, I don't know. The running backs, who knows? They do that running back by committee, and whoever has a hot hand goes. Hard to predict. The Eagles, you got Miles Sanders, Carson Wentz, whoever the hot receiver is going into week 4 is going to probably play because they do like to throw the ball a lot. Ertz is in there. Maybe the rookie. Not sure, but we'll see. Falcons, another team with a lot of fantasy guys. Yeah, now we're starting to get into some fantasy stuff, some lot games with lots of fantasy implications. Falcons, Packers. You got like 7-8 guys in this game. Week 5. What are we looking at? Finally, we get some Bucks action. A little Antoine Winfield Jr., the big pickup for the Bucks this offseason. This is not that big of a deal in terms of. You got Brady. Well, actually, on the Bucks, you got tons of guys now. All of a sudden, they were building it up last year. Now you got quarterback, wide receivers. If they could get a running back, that would complete everything, and they'd be banging it out. But I don't. We'll see what happens. I'm sure they're gonna try and, if not pick somebody up, they're going to try and probably get Garrett Blunt again. Just bring back old Patriots. Corey Dillon. But the Bears, on the other hand, not much on the offensive side. The defense will be playing now. So this looks like it's an interesting game. You got a lot of guys on the Bucks, not too many on the Bears. We'll see what happens. Sunday night, you got Vikings Seahawks. Another team, pretty decent fantasy output guys. You got Russell Wilson on the Seahawks. His 2 receivers are probably going to be out there. DJ Metcalf and Lockett. Both going to be playing. Chris Carson, like I said. The Vikings, their running back, wide receiver, and quarterback are all going to be in there. We're probably looking at defenses as well. Another game with 7 to 9 guys could be playing. Who knows? When you go to Monday night, you got the Chargers, Saints. Saints are always a big team with lots of guys in it. The Chargers, we'll see. You got Austin Eckler, but that's about Keenan Allen, but that's about it. Hunter Henry, maybe. You don't know what's going on with the quarterback, so and by the time this game comes around, you're looking at week 5. I doubt Tyrod Taylor's going to be in there. Let's see where we're at. Ooh, what's all this about? Am I picking already? Draft is starting in 1 minute 40 seconds. Let's do one more week. We'll do one more week. One more. Week 6. Chiefs Bills, that's a decent one. You got a lot of guys. Well, you got some guys in there. You got Devin Singletary, who I like this year coming out. I think he's gonna be the main guy with the Bills. You got 3 wide receivers out there with the Bills now. All of a sudden, they picked up Diggs. They also have John Brown. I think he's still there. I got to double check that. You got Beasley in the slot. This team is offensively, they're coming around. We'll see what happens, but they look okay. Can they keep up with the Chiefs? I don't know about that one, but it's going to be interesting. You're looking at 6, 7 guys, maybe more, fantasy guys in terms of this Thursday night game. Rams, 49ers. 49ers, like I said, they're a good team, but not a lot of fantasy impact. Garoppolo is probably going to be a backup, so I don't see him starting. Maybe unless you get somebody on the that you have to put on the starting quarterback's going to be on the bench. The running backs, you don't know who's going to be the running back. I do like Deebo Samuel, and I do like Kerry. We call him Kerry Kittles. Kittle. For the Rams, the running back, whoever that's going to be, you got Kupp. You've got Goff. I'm a little shaky on. This looks. It looks like a decent game, but not as much fantasy impact as you would think. The Cardinals, you got guys all over. Here we go. We gotta go. It's my turn to draft. Number 2. Who are we going with at number 2? I love Zeke. What do I do? Barkley or Zeke? I like Zeke. I'm a Zeke fan. I'm going to do it. we're doing it again. We're going Zeke, number 2. And we got to wait an hour to come back. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's how we're starting. That's how we're starting the draft. Zeke, number 2. Would I do that again? Who's drafting QB in the first round here? Somebody asked. Zeke over Barkley. Trash. Oh my God. He called trash. Oh my God. I'm hurt for life. I'll kill myself now. I'm trash. Oh my God, I'm hurt for life under your opinion of my fake draft pick. I'll kill myself later. It's fake. It's fake. Some of these guys. It's like it's real. It's not real. Not real, buddy. Anyway, so yeah, we got about 5 picks to go. Wow, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, number 22. Got to see what's going on here. Said Damien Williams will remain the starter. First round pick Clyde Edwards-Helaire will compete for playing time. I certainly think it's going to be a shared load. Damien has been in this offense for a long time and certainly has shown what he can do on that playoff run. What did he do? He had that one run at the end of the Super Bowl. The guy's a really good pass, and he had some touchdowns. The guy's a really good pass protector, can catch the football. I mean, both these guys can run and catch. Certainly, Damien will come as a starting running back. Clyde will have to come in here and compete for playing time, which we think he will do. But I think it'll be a 1-2 punch no matter how Veach feels. The fact is Williams hasn't handled more than 111 carries, 30 catches at any point in his 6-year career. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is fully expected. It's my turn. I'm taking Julio at number 19. He's just sitting there. So I got Zeke and Julio Jones with the number 2 pick. Is Zeke a bad pick at number 2? I mean, really, is Saquon Barkley like the end all be all number 2 pick? I mean, we know who number 1 is. What? Like, is there that much of a difference? Oh, and here I go again. Is it that like cut and dry? I don't know. I don't think so. But Miles Sanders entrenched as you know what? I don't mind it. I think we're gonna go Miles Sanders. And there we go. We got our backfield set. Zeke and Miles Sanders. We got the NFC East backfield. Julio Jones set as my number 1 wide receiver. And now we can sit back and wait. We could have taken George Kittle there. That would have been I wouldn't have minded that. But we got, we got some time to come around. I'm not going Kenny Golladay. Don't see him as he's a good number 2, but I'll take Sanders over him. As long as he doesn't get hurt, I think we'll be okay. The running backs I'm fine with. So we'll see what happens. And Julio Jones, even though he hasn't been catching the touchdowns that you really expect out of your number 1, your number 1 should put up double-digit touchdowns. That's just the way it is. But he catches a ton of balls and he catches a ton of he gets a ton of yards. So you got to go, no matter what, Julio Jones is the number 1. You got to take him, especially at 19. You got to take him. So we're still looking at some guys over here. Leonard Fournette's gone. Melvin Gordon's gone. We're still looking for. We're looking for some wide receivers. Some other guys going. 7 picks to go. Kenny Galladay's still out there. At pick 32, he's still out there. Zach Ertz just went off the board. They're going quick on tight ends. Tight ends are like if you get your tight end. I think I said this last time. If you can get one of the top tight ends, you put yourself in a good position to have a matchup problem every week, or at least a matchup advantage every week against whoever you're playing against. So we'll say we've got 6 more picks to go. We're looking at Jonathan Taylor, number 39. He's already that high. What about Marlon Mack? Who's the Mack? I don't think it's Jonathan Taylor, but we'll see. I got some good guys coming up. Let's take a look at the tight ends. I think they're all off the board. Now we're looking into secondary guy. Mark Andrews, not a bad pickup if you're looking for a tight end, but I don't think he's ready to go now. Hunter Henry, he gets hurt a lot. Darren Waller, great year last year, but now you have some guys there to make to spread the offense around a little bit. AJ Brown's there in terms of wide receivers. We could do that. What we could do, something like this. A little something like this. Remember that song? It's like fucking 90s. What was that, Nice and Smooth? I think that's what it was. Adam Thielen gone. AJ Brown gone. Am I looking at Cooper Kupp's gone? I'm looking at. I think we're gonna go Russell Wilson. I'll take him. Fuck it. You got your quarterback out of the way, and now you can get into some of these other guys. Devontae Parker, I never liked him, and I never will. So forget about that. Forget about that being a thing. Amari Cooper's still out there. I think if you're just gonna leave him there, I gotta take him. As much as I dislike having 2 guys from the same team on there, Cooper Elliott, I guess we'll take him. Why not? You just gotta hope that they don't put up 7 points one week. I mean, they have a new offensive coach coming in. I think they're going to be good on offense this year. But we'll see. It's a fake draft anyway. I do have a lot of guys. Week 10 is going to be a rough one. If any of this were real. Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, and Zeke Elliott are all out week 10. So we got to look into tight ends now. There goes Mark Andrews. Yep. I'm looking at. Oh wow, we got a long time to wait. So we're just gonna hang out. I'll do this. I'm gonna do that. Keenan Allen's still out there. I guess I get it. Why you wouldn't want to bring him in there with the quarterbacks going all crazy like that? I don't blame him. Robert Woods still out there. Tyler Lockett's still out there. James Conner still out there. What's the deal with James Conner? Expect to cut back Conner's touches. Athletics Ed Boucher expects Steelers to cut back James Conner's carries in 2020. The Steelers have a mixed bag of sorts at running back, while Conner's still the number 1 for now. Wow. Why are they shitting on this guy so much? His leash is going to be extremely short, as Bouchette expects sophomore runner Benny Snell to get some in-between tackle work, while he sees 4th-round rookie Anthony McFarland as the most intriguing of the Steelers' backs. McFarland is a bite-sized 5'8", but packs 208 pounds on his frame and ran a 4.47 40. Even Kerrith White flashed a big playability over the second half of last season. Connor just can't stay healthy and is headed into a contract year. His days of fantasy RB1 and fit Pittsburgh are over. He had 1 year of that. It's not like he's been a number one forever. He was in 1 year. He had a good year. And that was because, and he got picked in like the 18th round because everybody picked Le'Veon Bell, but then they thought, he's coming back, and he didn't come back. I remember. Some interesting guys coming up that we're going to take a look at. A little. This is going to be interesting. I got 2 picks coming up, coming back around. Most likely we're looking at quarterback. I mean, we're looking at running back, wide receiver, most likely. I'm going to save tight end for later. Hopefully we just get a guy and then he blows up a little bit. We just need to, in terms of tight ends, you just need a guy who can play, and every week stands a good chance of, doing something, not doing nothing. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Okay, this guy went with Hunter Henry. A little Hunter Henry action. I think we go. I want a running back. We can go David Johnson here. I know. It's a little iffy, but we're gonna go David Johnson there. He's gonna be backup if he can. He's going into an offense. If he can stay healthy, he should be all right. I don't see any real big problems with David Johnson except his health. If he can't stay healthy, then he's gonna have problems. But this looks like, and I'm going with this just because. Looking for the second-year guy to bust out, and I have the hookup with him and Wilson, so we're leaving A.J. Green on the board, we're leaving D.J. Chark on the board, we're leaving Terry McLaurin on the board, we're leaving Stephon Diggs on the board, we're leaving a lot of guys on the board, we're leaving Robert Woods on the board to get the hookup. Could turn out to burn me, but who knows? And plus, like I said, this isn't real. But do they have rookies on here? They do not have rookies on here. So let's see who's left in the tight end department. Jared Cook, meh. Evan Ingram. They're picking up his 5th-year option. Ingram's been a major health liability since being taken 23rd overall. Missing 14 of 48 games, including 8 last year, and now coming off a dreaded Liz Frank injury. He was still in a walking boot at the end of March. Ingram was no lock to be ready for week 1. Considering the state of the world we're in right now, coupled with his rehab, when healthy, Ingram's been very productive pass catching tight end with 153 catches, 1,766 yards, and 12 touchdowns across 34 games. Not bad. That's about a little over 2 seasons with Eli Manning and Daniel Jones. He's a fantasy tight end 1 when on the field. They're right, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Is Rob Gronkowski still number 1 tight end? He's had a year off. He's still Gronk. Not only is he still Gronk, he's still Gronk with Brady. And the offense they're going to is going to be more spread, more wide open. I get it. You got a lot of guys in there that are going to be out there catching balls, but shit, you got to take a shot at a tight end. Gronk's sitting right there. You got to take him. I'm already working on, as a matter of fact, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it when we come back around. I got 7 picks. I doubt they're taking everybody in 7 picks. So we're going to Tom Brady beginning Bucs career in New Orleans. Tom Brady's Bucs debut will take place against the Saints in New Orleans. It will be 4:25. Brady will then make his home Bucs debut the following week against the Panthers. And all the Bucs will play 5 primetime games, something that is all about Brady and not their 7-9. Yeah. Yeah, he's right. They're right about that. If he was not a team, they'd have won. And it'd be like Thursday night against the Panthers. Something stupid. Now Brady's on there. Put him every week. Every week put him out there. Why not? So yeah. If you don't know, now you know. You're going to know real soon. Ooh, somebody's Deebo Samuel. I do like Deebo Samuel this year. So we're going. We're moving along here. 4 picks. 4 picks left. They're just making up guys. Somebody took Tyler Higbee. Is Tyler Higbee? Let's say. I'm assuming. Okay. You see, I mean, it's really hard for me to. Damn it. I mean, Robert Woods sitting right there. That's tough. You got to take Robert Woods. They throw the ball all over the place. I was going to do something else, but... Oh, somebody took fucking... Oh, they took Gronkowski. They fucked up my plans. Let's go back. I do like Noah Fant. We'll go with Noah Fant. Fuck it. Wait. Well, they don't. I wish I had more time, but I don't. I'll take Damian Williams this late. I'll take Damian Williams in when did I take? What is it? The 8th round? I took him. Fine. Oh wait, 9th round. I took him in the 9th round. I just want a little backup running back. Yeah, my plans went right out the window there. I had a plan. Plan's gone, and we're moving on from the plan. So we'll see what happens. But I think we're good on running backs. I got 4 of them. I've got 4 wide receivers. Start working on. I'm gonna need a tight end. So we'll look at. We'll keep it on there. Going into our next pick, Evan Ingram. The fucking guy doesn't play. I mean that's big. Even though they're right when he plays, whenever he plays against me, he gets 100 yards and a touchdown. 10 catches, 103 and a touch. But then he gets hurt the week later, and I don't have to deal with it. Since he's not playing me, it doesn't matter. He usually comes back in time to play me again and put up another 110 yards and 15 catches and two touchdowns. But it's me, and I'm special. So I do like Noah Fant. I like both of these guys. I like Hockenson and Fant this year. I think Fant's going to be a big part of Locke making the jump into decent fantasy quarterback too. But we'll see. We'll see. That's just my opinion. Who knows? I've been wrong about so much shit all the time that we'll take my opinion with a grain of salt. But Noah Fant is probably where I'm going next time. I'll take one of these 2 guys. Fant or Hockenson. I'll tell you the truth. I will probably take both of these guys. Well, let's see. Let's see if he gets to it. I'll probably just take both of these guys. Wait for one of them to blow up. I don't know who else you got out there. Jack Doyle. You want to go some Jack Doyle action in Indy? Jack Doyle. There's a guy I knew at the bar named Jack Doyle. I drafted a guy I knew at the bar. It's tough. It's a tough one there, buddy. So yeah, we're pretty much on schedule to take Kerryon Johnson on 97th now. Darius Geis, never liked that guy. He's always getting picked. Who's won with Darius Geis? Nobody. That's the answer. Nobody. We're gonna go with Noah Fant. Quarterbacks. We're gonna take this guy. Why not? Yeah, I don't know why they still have OJ Howard, the Tampa Bay Bucks. Why don't you just get rid of him? Yeah, Cameron Brate, OJ Howard, Rob Gronkowski. You can probably get something for him. Not a lot, but you can probably get something for him. I think Tom Brady's got a pretty good year this year. He's an offensive friendly coach. It's the defense they got to worry about. I mean, taking Tom Brady. We've got two bench players left. I always pick kickers and defenses last. So, two bench players. We go with a best player available and another tight end. Let's see. Let's see who's left. Keyshawn Vaughn. They have nothing about this guy. Darius Slayton. I kind of like him. Darrell Henderson Jr., another guy. James White. Bye-bye, James White at 105. James White's gone. Sterling Shepard. Darius Slayton pretty much took over for him. I kept waiting for Sterling Shepard. I mean, Daniel Jones was having, how many 4 touchdown games did he have? He had like 2 or 3 of them. And Sterling Shepard had very little to do with him getting any of those touchdowns. So, I mean, what's his face? Darius Slayton. I mean, how many touchdowns did he have? 5, 6? He had like 4 in like 2 games when he started coming around late in the season. So, you got to wonder. Ooh, Mike Williams. Remember Mike Williams? He was supposed to be great. Stinks. He had like 1 big catch. Williams posted 43, 664. Okay, bye-bye. Bye, Mike Williams. Carson Wentz still out there. He suffered a concussion in the team's wildcard playoff loss. Of course he did. Wentz exited the game following the hit by Jadeveon Clowney after just 4 pass attempts. Josh McCown ultimately leading Philadelphia to 17-9 defeat. It was scary stuff. You only get one of these brains and you have to protect it. Yeah. Wentz not finished the season healthy in each of his last 3 seasons. Most of the Eagles' offense has been geared towards helping their quarterback, drafting 2 speed receivers in Jalen Reagor and John Hightower, and trading for another Marquise Goodwin. See, Wentz is gone now. So looking at best player available, Philip Lindsay, Sterling Shepard. I'd go with, we're going to go with that guy. It's good. He's a good guy to have around. I like guys on big offenses. It's late in the draft. Jameson Crowder, man. Tariq Cohen, he's going to catch a lot. He's good for PPR. Latavius Murray, though, if Kamara goes down, he had a huge game last year when he went down, when Kamara went down. Huge game. The only reason I know that is because I had to play against him, and I got destroyed. So, we'll take Latavius Murray, and then we're going to go tight end. Let's see if we got the Hawk. Is the Hawk still there? Hawk's still there. We're going to take the Hawk. One of these guys is going to bust out, I think. Hawkinson and Fant. So we'll see which one does. Rookie year, you don't know what to expect, but second year is when they should figure out what's going on. At least the biggest jump should come between rookie and second year. So you take a shot with one of these guys, with both of these guys, one of them hits, and you're good. You can get rid of the other one if you want, or trade them, or maybe they both hit. Who knows? But I think one of them's going to hit, so we're going to go with Hawk. With that face. Could you be any more white with that face and haircut? Look at that. That's a white guy right there. 6'9" white guy, but where's he from? Iowa? Where the hell did he go to college? I forget. So we're gonna do that. That is basically the team, and we're gonna pick a kicker and a defense now. That's who's left. Zane Gonzalez, Robbie Gould, Matt Prater. None of these guys are on very good offenses. I do like good offenses. I mean, every year I take Mason Crosby because nobody takes him. Mason Crosby is the another hit or miss guy. Jason Myers, do not mind. I do like Dan Bailey is still out there. I'll go with some Dan Bailey. Minnesota's offense is pretty decent. You got players at everybody. You got a wide receiver. You've got a good wide receiver. I like Thielen. Quarterback is good. Running back's really good. Tight end, they've got a mixture there. Enough guys to make up one competent tight end out of the guys they have there. So we're going to go with Dan Bailey. When it comes back around, we'll see. Kickers are going, though. Kickers are going. There goes Zane Gonzalez. I mean, that's a question. How do you guys pick kickers? Do you guys just take the next kicker on the board, or do you look for good offenses? Or are there kickers that you like no matter what? You're just going to take them? How do you guys pick kickers? I pick guys for the best offense I see out there because I figure those offenses are going to move the ball, and at least they'll put you in field goal range if not get you a touchdown. I would rather have field goals with my kickers, but you take what you can get, especially when you're picking last. Defenses are a little tougher. You kind of got to... I look at the divisions they play because those are the games they're playing a lot of. Like I used to pick when Cleveland stunk and Cincinnati stunk, which they still stink. Go for Pittsburgh, go for Baltimore. A couple years back, Baltimore, people weren't expecting anything out of Baltimore. I took Baltimore's defense like the last pick, and they went bonkers. I won the championship that year. And a lot of it had to do with that because the league I'm in, that I took them in, you get points for all kinds of crazy shit. So they were picking guys off, running it in, bounding, doing tip drills and laughing about it. It was a joke. Shutting guys out. Yeah, that happened. All that happened. Timothy left. So yeah, but we'll go with Dan Bailey in terms of the kickers. Maybe we'll see. We'll take a look at the defenses. Minnesota, Denver, Chargers, Indianapolis, not bad, but they're in a division with a lot of teams in there that can score. Well, not so much Jacksonville. The Jets. Are the Jets going to be good? Buffalo's gone. I'm sure they're gone. Ain't no Buffaloes sticking around. Tennessee has a decent defense. I kind of like them. These guys put up the most points. Sacks. Who put up the most sacks? Cleveland had a lot of sacks, but they didn't do well. Picks. Tampa Bay. Well, I gotta make a pick. We're gonna do the defense first. We're gonna go with Seattle. With Seattle defense, why not? Kicker, we're going to take seriously? Come on, dude. Alright, now somebody took my kicker. Break. I'll go with the guy from Houston because actually I wouldn't mind him. I'll go with the guy from Houston. You never know what's gonna happen. But I think with the loss of Hopkins, the offense is gonna not be as good, and I think they're gonna stall a little more, which will give him opportunities to get more kicks, to kick more field goals. So, we're guessing at the stuff and we're playing around with it. That's all. We're just trying to have a good time. have a little. I got no rookies. I wanted to. I wanted to see where the rookies went. I got none of them. None of them came on my team. I got a couple second-year guys. Fant, Hawkinson, Sanders. I got Damian Williams. Don't ask me why. Tom Brady, Tavius Murray, and Hawkinson. Got some second-year guys. Not bad. So we're looking at Wilson, Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Zeke Elliott, Miles Sanders, Noah Fant, David Johnson as the flex, which we could put DK Metcalf, Robert Woods, Damian Williams, Latavius Murray, Hawkinson in there. Most of those guys would not be in there, but Metcalf could if he busts out. I like Metcalf as a breakout player this year to take over for Lockett. I think he's got the body to be the main guy out there. And I think that's why they drafted him, to eventually be the main guy. He was kind of a supplemental player with Wilson last year. But I think this year is going to be a big year for him. I'm looking at double-digit touchdowns and over 1,000 yards. I think Lockett's going to turn into the kind of the big play guy and the guy that the more of the even though he's got the speed, I kind of look at him as the possession guy a little bit. He's reliable, but the big play guy and the guy who's going to get more targets, I think, is going to be Metcalf this year. So we went with Wilson to Metcalf, and we also have Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott. And we can make trades. If this is a real league, we can make trades. So that's the way. Not bad. I mean, I probably could have done better. The guy got on me about Zeke Elliott, number 2. Fuck off. Get out of here. Nobody likes. That's why you have no friends. Nobody likes you because you say shit like, "Why are you picking Zeke Elliott number 2 in a fake draft?" Fuck. So that's a team. Noah Fant, I kind of like him. I went with the old. I don't know who's going to do what in terms of tight ends, but I think one of these guys is going to bust out because they're second-year guys. So I think both second-year guys, and we're going to see and wait and see. If not, if you need your tight end to do shit for you every week, and you're losing because then your team stinks. All right, if your tight end is the reason why you're losing, you got bigger problems than that. You got problems like I had last year, but this team looks a little better. We got some Seattle guys going on. Seattle's always a decent team. Led by Russell Wilson, who put him as your starting quarterback, you're fine. Wide receivers, Jones, Cooper, Metcalf, Woods. Those are the wide receivers, not bad. I've seen worse, like Brandon Cooks. Seen that. Zeke Elliott, Miles Sanders, David Johnson, Damian Williams, Tavius Murray. You're kind of reaching a little bit there. I don't think Damian Williams. I think he's the kind of guy, if he's starting and you need a guy, you can throw him in there and hope for the best. Tight ends, we went over that. And kicker and defense. Boom, there you go. So that's the team. That's the draft. And this is my bookie. My bookie. My bookie is the best online sports gambling site around. That's what it is. They have up to the minute odds for college, pro games, live racing all over the world. I guess you can do the live racing. You're not going to do many college and pro games though. Although the schedule's out, that's a good start. My bookie has an online casino for you to play at, including some of the most beautiful live dealers you've ever seen. Go check them out. They're pretty good. They're all wearing masks now, but they're pretty good. Go to MyBookie and use the promo code 12ounce sports. That's 12OZ sports for deposit bonus up to $1,000. It's like having a casino in the comfort of your own home, sitting right here playing. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee you that. MyBookie is the place you want to be. Go check out MyBookie. And don't forget to use the promo code 12ounce sports, 12OZ sports, for a deposit bonus up to $1,000. MyBookie. Check it out. So, we did all that. We had our draft. We talked about the schedule. We did our ads. So, you want to leave? You can leave. We'll talk about the latest adventures in adventures in communism, as I call it, in what's going on now. By what I've said with the Mexican beer plague, I'm not a big fan of this. I know there's something going on out there, but what they're telling you, I'm not. I'm really starting to look at a little cross-eyed now, especially with this. There's another good one I found. So we're off sports the last 3 minutes. Can you not deal with sports for 3 minutes? I saw this and I was like, come on. Ventura County clarifies claims we're not going to force people from their homes in isolated Mexican beer plague centers. We're not going to kidnap you and put you away. We won't do. Where would you get that idea? We're not going to kidnap you, despite the guy saying we're going to take you out of your house. We're not going to do that. It's crazy. You guys are that's fake news. Ventura County's officials were forced Wednesday to apologize and clarify that they would not isolate or quarantine themselves and would never be forcibly removed from their homes as part of an effort to further contain. Blah, blah, blah. The video showed Dr. Robert Levin, director of public speaking to the board of supervisors at the pan, hired up to 50 new contact tracing investigators. What is that? Made up, just like social distancing. We're just going to make up words and put them together. Now everybody says them. What does that mean? Who came up with 6 feet? So had enough of this, especially living in communist New Jersey. But we're the canary in the coal mine. What's happening here is going to happen wherever you are. All you 11 people out there who listen, hopefully you're in states that don't do this shit. But immediately isolate them and find everyone who makes so they're going to grab you, whoever you made contact with, and they're going to do it with some kind of app on the phone. That's legal. That's so illegal. That's so illegal. And they're already talking about it. So that's the newest thing. And here, you want to see it? Go look it up. Go look up this Yahoo. He looks like a nice guy. Yeah. He doesn't. Yeah. He looks like him. Piece of shit. He just looks like. He has that look. Like I don't trust that guy. I don't buy shit from that guy. I'm definitely not buying what he's selling. So that's the newest thing. They're gonna take you, forcibly take you. Now, you haven't heard anybody say we're not gonna do it anyway now. Oh, we stopped. We scrapped those plans. They're still pushing ahead with those plans. Had enough of this shit. I'm serious. Everybody who watches me knows how I feel about this by now. If you don't, then you're not paying the frig attention. Had enough of this shit. Can't protest in New York. You don't need to protest. It's a fucking First Amendment right, asshole. That fucking scumbag. All right, I'm done. We're gonna do. Let's have some cookies. Let's eat cookies. Let's eat cookies instead of talking about this shit. Look at the puppies. Look at the puppies. He's gonna put a picture of puppies up now. Before you go, check out Biscotti Gourmet Treats. BiscottiGourmet.com. When football comes back, we're gonna do Love Is Nice. Love Is Nice is coming back. All new episodes, all new bits of Love Is Nice. Biscotti Gourmet offers a new take on an old Italian tradition, a soft-baked mini biscotti, and a lot of delightful flavors. Lemon's my favorite. Go to BiscottiGourmet.com and use the promo code TALKMAN for 20% off your order. Any flavor is a wonderful compliment with your coffee in the morning or as a guilty pleasure treat. Check out BiscottiGourmet.com. That's the show. I hope you liked it. I'll see you guys next week, 6 o'clock. I had a good draft. Have a good night. Take it easy.